podcast.
Because I don't catch it. I'm one of the people that can't catch it.
Just immune.
Yep. Next
Awesome.
step in human evolution. You're looking right here. Because I was sent to play with kids that had it
Yeah.
multiple times. Never took.
Are kids still getting chicken pox?
Yeah, my kids all had it too. Because the doctors freaked out when they realised I was looking after 3 or 4 kids that had chickenpox and I'd never had it. They're like, if you get it as an adult, you'll die. I was like, listen, man, if I was going to fucking get it, don't you think I would have by now?
You
For
guys
some
get-
reason, it just won't take.
You get the lot. Do you have to do the lice thing?
Oh, yeah. Well, constantly. I got 2 kids in primary school. It's nothing. And a rich neighbourhood, they're still fucking everywhere. And they're entitled lice too. Once they're there, they don't want to leave.
You used to have that
White lice.
joke. The decile.
Oh, yeah, the decile one knits. They're like knits with fucking kids they don't care about and fucking gang
And
affiliations.
IRD numbers.
IRD numbers and shit. You look down, they look up, back up at you like, fuck off, cunt! Trying to get lit in the garage. It never worked because as soon as I put the Maori accent on it, they would lose the audience. So I stopped doing that one.
Yeah.
They don't like it in Auckland when you're a white person who sounds like, and that's a shame for me because I can do so many fucking accents. Can I not bottom? I can do them all bottom.
But no one seems to relate to anything. Have you noticed that with audiences? They never seem to recognise anything.
No,
like, if they
because-
like something or love, but they never seem to recognise references to anything in particular. It's weird.
I think the great irony for me was that I was constantly performing to people 15 years younger than me who had a way different sense of humour than I did.
Yeah.
I mean, I like fucking weird, fucking sudden shit. Like, a lot of these people now, they prefer comedy where they can see it coming.
Or they just want sociology lectures.
Yeah, or they want to see someone who looks like them saying the funny ha-has. Oh, look, it's a purple-haired lesbian with a fucking septum piercing. Of course she's funny. She's so funny. What was her best joke? What? How is that relevant? She's a strong young woman making her way in the world. Why are you trying to throw shade? No cap.
Okay,
Welcome back to the Misguided podcast for episode 50 fucking something. I don't know. I've lost count.
7.
You were wrong about this last time.
No, you didn't. I just let you run with it.
It's my 10th episode. I know that. I counted last night.
Cool.
Holy shit. Joseph, it's dawning upon me something quite profound. You care about this way more than I do, which is odd because I've been here since the beginning. I didn't even count the episodes.
Well, I hadn't been going long enough that I was going to ever bother counting. But also, you've been on every episode, so you don't really have to count. You look at the most recent episode and you know it's episode number 57.
Yes, well, how dare you challenge my point with facts and logic? I can't believe you do such a terrible thing to me in public, in front of the people, Joseph. You've shamed me, sir.
I'm Joseph. That's Dan.
Oh, fuck, I fucked it up for once.
Didn't start it.
Oh, yeah, well, it's not a fuck up because I didn't start it. You have gotten out of line now.
I kind of fucked up, but I fucked up by doing something correctly.
You made me look bad in front of the people now.
I just didn't know if it was coming, so I thought I'd show.
We have to present a united front in front of the children, Joseph. That's how good parenting works. Not that my ex-partner would know fuck all about that. Anyway, that's Joseph.
I'm Joseph. That's Brad.
I'm Brad and it's Dan.
I'm Dan, allegedly. You can't prove anything. Fuck you. So, here we are, once again, in the heat of a February fucking summer in New Zealand. If you're in America and it's freezing cold right now, I would switch places with you in a heartbeat. Imagine snow days for us, Brad.
Yeah.
Sorry, Brad. No podcast this Tuesday. You're going to have to stay home and get high and play video games because there's snow everywhere. Something we never, ever have ever had to say. It has never snowed where we live. Except for once a few years ago when I lived in Matamata, it snowed on the top of the Kaimais. It was still technically only snowing within inside of me, not actually on me.
Yeah.
If you want to go to the snow in New Zealand, you have to invest a significant amount of money and time.
Well, you get snow up here sometimes.
Yeah, but are you going up there and fucking snowboarding in it?
Nah. You could a little bit, but nothing.
But why would you?
Yeah.
Why would you walk for 5 hours up that sheer fucking mountain?
Yeah, there is a road.
To be like, wee.
Snowed twice in the South Island when I was a kid, but it was dog shit. It was just
It
uneven
snows dog shit in the
distribution.
South Island? I mean, I knew it was bad down there, but like actual dog shit?
It was just like dirty and hard, and there wasn't much of it. And the snowmen that we were able to make were puny and ugly. Like it just wasn't.
Just had dirty snow.
Yeah, having grown up, you know, watching
Dirty,
like
hard snow.
Snoopy cartoons where you think it's this big, thick, soft blanket of shit, and then just what we got. Is, fuck that. And I can't imagine more of it is going to be any more of a gratifying experience than what we got. It would just be more dog shit. But,
Fuck it hell.
Yeah,
Oh.
we went to a ski camp when I was in high school. It was still shit. Like,
Yeah.
It was only snow at the top of the mountain.
pizza, French fries, pizza, French fries, pizza.
Yeah, there's a Samurai Pizza Cats game coming out.
I'm sorry, what the fuck?
Yeah?
Show me this immediately. show me this. A game?
Yeah, it's not, it's...
I'm Speedy Ceviche,
It's
the
a s-
leader of the bunch.
It's a slide scroll, but it still looks cool.
Listen, I played that Ninja Turtles game that came out last year. It was just a remaster of the one they used to have in the, you know, all the movie theaters would have that little arcade attached.
Oh, yeah.
And they'd have that 4-player Ninja Turtles game.
Yeah.
I got that on my PlayStation.
Nice.
It's fucking.
They used to have the,
and you know what I could do now?
What?
Fucking play it enough times to beat it because I could never afford to fucking. It was 50 cents a game.
Right.
And what else?
How many-
Street Fighter 2 and the Simpsons arcade game as well.
Oh, yeah, well, they don't have that yet. But they are adding
They
things to
will.
PlayStation. I just picked up Dropship United Peace Force, a PS1 game that I fucking loved, for like $15. I'm going to be playing that tonight after I play fucking hours of Rivals. Oh, yeah, it's IGN. No sound.
No, hold on. I just thought I paused it.
Oh, give me subtitles so I can fucking read at least. Otherwise,
no,
it's going
I'll
to
put
just be
sound.
me fucking... Big fan of Samurai Pizza Cats. It was one of the first shows that I remember being on after school when I was a kid.
Yeah. I'm going to play it with sound.
Them and the Ninja Turtles.
Little Tokyo, where some big news has just reached the big cheese.
A video game, 30 years later, and these old-fashioned furballs are getting a new video game? These darn pizza cats are always stealing my spotlight. I haven't felt this angry since our cartoon show stopped airing on TV.
Indie Pizza Cats are getting a new game. That means we will be cast as the main villains, right? Our voice actors are even recording the scene that we're doing right now.
But I'm supposed to be the lead. I'm probably not even going to be a playable character.
Calm down, Cheese. I have a plan. We could bribe the animators to draw a super powerful robot for us. And then we can get rid of those pesky Pizza Cats once and for all.
Bribe the animators. What a brilliant idea. And with those annoying pizza cats out of the way, I'll become the new emperor of Little Tokyo once and for all.
Oh no! Isn't there anyone who can stop this cast-off supervillain?
So, the big cheese is up to his old tricks again, huh? Well, we've got 9 lives.
Well, they actually got all the original voice actors.
To say, have they just done a new voiceover? Have they animated this from scratch? Because it looks nice and retro,
Yeah,
eh?
it's animated from scratch.
Looks like
it
it always did.
video game. The Big Cheese has an evil scheme up his sleeve, and it's up to you, the player, to stop him from taking over.
Wow, it
Little
looks like
Tokyo.
the Red Eye Knight's going to be making a fucking comeback to 2D side-scrollers, baby. It's been a while since I played those Assassin's Creed ones.
Because we're going to party like it's 1991 with the
Oh, what do you mean on Steam?
Yeah, that's right.
There's no, I don't see any PS5 logos in that trailer, Brad. Come on! Right, we need a new, very extreme push for our Patreon because Dan needs some internet money. Get me that gaming laptop. Fuck. Oh, thank God. It is PS5. Thank God. I can buy games. I can't buy hardware. You understand?
Yeah.
Like I have the budget for games, and normally I have to wait till they're on special. I can't, especially after I'm never living down that fucking Star Wars Outlaws. I'm never going to be allowed to spend money on a game like that ever again. Because anytime I want to buy an expensive game now, June's like, "Yeah, did you finish that Star Wars Outlaws yet?" No, well, you fuck off.
How far did you get before you lost interest?
The first time before they did something where I had to restart the game.
Oh, yeah,
I was
that's
on the
right.
last mission.
Yeah.
I was just started the last mission, and then they did something to the game that broke the save files, and they said you had to restart it. Otherwise, you'd get to a point where you'd get stuck in a wall and wouldn't be able to. And I was like, "Yo, God, And I tried to start it again, but I got about halfway and just sort of, as I do with open world games, is why I've never actually finished Ghost of Tsushima. I finished the story once, but I've never like finished it.
Clocked it. Platinum.
So I remember
The
you were
closest
pretty...
I got with any game like that was Valhalla, and that took a lot out of me because that took a long time.
Yeah.
That game's massive in a way that's fucking hard to describe. Hopefully it won't be too expensive, but I can't imagine it will be because normally those games are pretty...
Yeah, side scroll's pretty cheap to make.
And they're pretty basic, yeah. So I'll be down for that. If this podcast gets 1,000 views, I'll even fucking live stream my playthrough. Lol.
What's our
Lol.
highest...
I mean, how do I lose this bet? I either don't have to do that, which would be weird and awkward because I'm like, okay.
What's our highest viewed episode?
Losing Control. The one just before you came in.
Oh, yeah.
Which definitely doesn't speak to anything at all.
No, we've had a pretty good run. We've got a few. We've got a few in the
Joking.
A few are getting up there, but
a few in the hundreds now.
I
Let's have a look at our analytics.
We're slowly building our small brick house.
I do periodically go and have a look, and I also try and see if people are commenting on the shorts, and
No comments on the shorts.
I remember one got a couple comments, so that made me think that was going to start being more of a
That's
thing.
the
But
dashboard for your channel, not our one.
So it is.
I was going to say, there's an awful lot of zeros there, Brad. That's not tracking.
no funk MC. You must have a bit of funk, Brad.
You got some funk.
That's just my online shit.
How Brad got his funk back. Coming
Doesn't have
soon.
enough funk to play Marvel Rivals or Helldivers. He's only got enough funk to be by himself and fight strange online weirdos on COD. Oh, we got one. We got another one. Yeah. Channel violations. Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, that was for.
Huh?
No, that was for TBC.
Oh, right. I was going to say.
Medical misinformation.
What? No, I'm not. I was going to roll the dice and be like, could you describe this incident to me?
Oh, we played some Alex Jones. That got a bit wild about cancer and a bunch of shit.
That's a big old number. 6,000. Fuck me.
It's in the last month.
That's pretty cool. About the same as usual. That's okay. That's something.
That's what we want, though. Hours.
That would include people just scrolling through the shorts as they come up, I guess.
Nah.
Is that just for the
they've got to
month?
be on it for a little bit.
Oh, nice.
For
So
it to
that's
count.
actual episodes. Is
No, sorry, that's mostly shorts.
okay.
Wow, that's really cool.
It's shorts, 5.5. 592 views in the last month. The average view duration's been going up as well, which is mean.
I wonder how many people have seen us do stand-up all up. If you include theatres and lineups that we've been on and things like that, it wouldn't even be to that number. Wouldn't
No.
even nearly be to that
It wouldn't
number.
even be. It'd probably be lucky if it was half that. And we've like done shows with a couple of hundred people in the audience, but neither of us has ever done anything in front of 1,000 people at once.
His lifetime.
Yeah, look at that. Look,
100,000.
holy fuck! Really? That's so cool. Now, thank you. All of you people that take the time to listen to us three fucking retards. Like, thank you. This is a retard thanking the retards. Thank you, retards.
Start letting us know what you think.
Yeah, comment and stuff.
No, because it's what we're doing is working.
Yeah, all right, do nothing.
Yeah,
Do nothing.
Just keep watching.
Do nothing. Joseph gives bad advice.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's about to launch a meme coin. Don't buy it. It's called Dollcoin.
Dole.
Because you're
Oh,
on
yeah.
the,
No, the reason I have it...
because you're on the dole. I mean,
No, what happened was I had to go and sign on. Then I was walking home. I looked in an op shop, and this was on the mannequin in the window the day I came out of the
wins.
office from site. Yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
was like,
too perfect. You
Yeah, I
had
was
to buy
like,
it.
there's some reason that is there.
Yeah.
That's the gag, I guess.
it's hilarious.
I'd rather be on the dole in Hawaii, although it's a significantly higher chance of being burnt alive for no fucking reason at all.
Right.
4.5.
4.5.
Oprah wants that. Bye, pause.
Get me off the dole, guys.
Get
Like, subscribe.
us all off the fucking dole. Yeah, like and subscribe and stuff. Sorry, I keep taking over. I'll shut up.
It was a
for five-
pretty,
I'm
it was
gonna
a
shut
pretty
up- I'm
interchangeable
gonna shut up
message.
for 5 whole minutes. Brad, put a timer down. We'll see how long I last.
What? Ah, good, yeah. 4,500 video views, though. I think if we're talking to you, you should be able to...
See, this is why I have to talk all the time, because this is all the silence that comes from you two weirdos.
Exactly.
Okay? I'm sorry, but I am sorry, Joseph.
I said to
I
Dan
love
earlier.
you, no homo.
I said to Dan earlier, it's going to have to reach a point with numbers where occasionally someone is going to recognize us or something. Like, someone must be watching it at some point where... Not that I want to be recognized or bothered when I'm out and about, but, you know, New Zealand's a pretty small country.
You do stand out in a crowd, though.
Yeah, well, that
Like a
definitely
Wookiee,
won't
you're
help.
very, very
but,
tall.
yeah, those numbers getting up there, some of them have got to be New Zealand.
Yeah, most of them are in America. They're just cool. Land of freedom, democracy, liberty, our way of life.
US, NZ, UK, Canada, Australia.
So 6.8% of ladies. How you doing? Hope you're doing well.
Germany, Sweden, Netherlands, South Africa, Ireland, Norway, Denmark.
This
So
is
Africa.
blowing my
I
fucking
was
mind, man.
I was rude about South Africa a few episodes back, and
That's
I don't really plan to rectify that in any way.
Ah,
That's
fuck.
what I felt.
Fuck South Africa. It's a
South
terrible
Africa.
place. It's a terrible place. You know you can't go 400 meters in New Zealand now without running into a fucking biltong shop.
Terrible.
I don't even know what biltong is,
You could
but
pro-
it's very popular.
You could get a cheap kidney or something over there, though. That'd be pretty cool.
Why don't you just look after the one you already have?
One?
Yeah, doesn't everyone just have one?
Unless, you're planning to eat it or something weird like that.
Yeah.
It's for cannibalistical... what did I say? Cannibalistical.
Cannibalistical. That sounds like a name of a death metal band.
It does.
Man-eating cannon? Cannon-eating cannon?
Or you eat other people with such speed and ferocity, it's as if they were shredded by a cannon.
Yeah.
You eat too much human meat and it all blows out your ass like a cannon. I don't know.
I
You
ate
get
his
the
liver
human
with
meat
a nice-
shits.
With some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
Cannibal Lecter ever get the meat shits?
You're just thinking about someone who's eating another person getting the meat sweats. Just like, oh my god, I gotta slow down. Yes, no, that's the problem. You're eating it too fast. Anyway, that's blowing my mind that people from all over the world are listening to our dumb shit.
Yeah.
God, I didn't realize the retardation had spread so deep. Welcome. Welcome.
Poland.
Poland. Don't worry, Poland. We got your back. Germany's not invading you ever again.
I watched that, The Brutalist. Speaking of Poland. It was not bad.
What one's that?
Oh, the one Adrian Brody just did. The biggest
You did another fucking Poland movie?
3 hours, 35 minutes with a 15-minute intermission.
You just said it's fucking working. Shut up and let the man talk about weird art house films from Poland, all right? All right?
Adrian, he did the... He did The Pianist as well, right?
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
I haven't you? It's really fucking good.
Brutalist was good. It's 3 hours, 35 minutes, 15-minute intermission, but it didn't feel that long.
Yeah.
But it's weird because I think, it's not Oscars, but he lost the Screen Actors Guild for Timothy Chalamet for A Complete Unknown. That Bob Dylan movie is a hunk of shit. It is literally almost 3 hours of Bob Dylan just succeeding without any real barriers. They have to push so hard. The one obstacle he comes up to right at the end, he goes electric. Everyone at the Monterey Pop Festival gets fucked off at him and boos him. That's literally the only obstacle in the movie. The rest of the movie is just watching everyone suck his ass and praise him and him get better and better and better. There's nothing to it.
Why the fuck does anyone... like?
I went because my mate loves Bob Dylan.
That Bob Dylan's music's popular. I even like a couple of his songs myself. The Hurricane is a personal favourite of mine. But... what the fuck about him or his life was interesting enough to make a whole movie about?
Well, that's what I was sitting
Nothing!
That's what I was sitting there wondering. They were having to make you think there was something deep to him. He literally just fucked around on chicks a lot.
You know what it is, eh?
He made his own problems.
You know what it is, eh? Oppenheimer made $1 billion. Now you got to see 2-3 years of these cunts, all these cunts trying to copy that fucking formula and failing miserably because you're not going to find that many people in history that are that compelling unless you start fucking delving into people you're not supposed to, like, make popular, like, say, Werner von Braun. What an interesting story that would be.
Who's that?
The guy who was originally a Nazi, who fucking...
He was unduly...
who was picked up in Operation Paperclip and became the head of NASA.
Yeah.
Like, there's a guy who got to do some bad shit and never paid for a 1 minute of his whole fucking life.
He was unduly concerned with the plight of the Jews.
I think it was his lack of concern that was the problem.
Or something.
But all he cared about was fucking...
Was Project...
launching rockets, but then no one's going to want to tell his story, are they? Because, you'd have to fucking deal with the fact that he was a fucking Nazi.
Was Project Paperclip where they cut people's heads off and noticed that they were still alive after...
No.
Point of decap... Like, they were doing a bunch of fucked up shit
No,
like
it's
that
where
on the
they
side?
picked up a bunch of German scientists and brought them to America so they could use them for themselves.
Yeah, but then the scientists were doing a bunch of weird fucking tests and they were seeing if there was an afterlife. I don't know, maybe it was just creepypasta shit or something.
I'm not familiar with that, but...
I heard something like that too.
Something.
But yeah, a lot of the people that were... the scientists were responsible for a lot of technological advancement. And they only did it because they heard the Russians were going to do it first. And they're like, well, we can't have that.
And let's be honest, it's...
That's it.
When science goes crazy, it's always a hop, skip, and a jump away from them just seeing, let's poke around with crazy shit. This is actually all people want is the funding and the freedom to be able to see what happens when you jab a scalpel in one particular fucking place. The scalpel is not
had
usually...
a fucking unit for that. Did some really ghastly shit.
Yes, yes.
Oh, yes. They dip people, like Chinese prisoners' arms into liquid nitrogen just to snap them off and see how long they'd live afterwards. Like ghoulish.
Sew people together.
Shit, bro. Like real bad. Yeah.
Skin transplants and all sorts. Transplanting skin diseases.
Gassing people to see what would melt people's skin off and what would kill them.
They wanted to do that first. That the information was besides the fact.
Japanese unit. I forget the number, but it was like 811 or something. 731.
This sounds like
it was just fucking 10 years of them just torturing tens of thousands of people, like live vivisection, bro.
Surely, I feel like we're
like
just...
that shit is ghastly. It's fucking... It is one of the most depraved fucking things I've ever read. And I'm including that with the fictional shit I've read. Like, it's more depraved than the fucking 40k universe where the Mechanicus cunts are all half robot. No one sees a problem with this.
Look how old school this website is.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, what
I
a
love
graphic image.
Stumbling on old websites like
fuck,
this.
Bro. I tell you, I've watched some documentaries on this shit. That's bloody... It puts you in a fucking real... Like, afterwards, you just sort of, like, want to be somewhere quiet and just process it. It's...
Were India
They
ever...
did this on purpose.
Yeah.
Like, they just...
It's like I said, they just wanted to do it.
They just wanted to see what would happen. It's
science.
My God. Science is... And you know what the worst part is? There'll be some positive gleaned from that fucking shit.
Yeah,
there absolutely will be some things but the cost that was paid to achieve that knowledge is just not worth it, man. Fuck.
Like, medical science advanced so much through World War II because of the Germans just experimenting on the Jews.
It's the great tragedy of humans that warfare is the thing that drives our innovation. It's fucking gross.
The amount of technology
Hey,
that
aliens,
comes out.
we're not all dumb shit monkeys. Can you come pick some fucking enlightened ones up?
Yeah.
I really want to see what drugs y'all got in space.
Because I hear about this sort of shit with Chinese and Japanese. I'm sure they had their time to be as tough in war as anyone, but I've never heard anything about India doing this sort of like serial killer grade shit. Does India have shit like this?
More than likely. What's a vivisection?
It's chopping something up. See what's
Chop
inside.
and swap.
Isn't there a biopsy?
No.
Okay.
No. Vivisection is...
No one interested in India's skeletons but me, apparently.
Operations, it's live.
Oh,
it's
okay.
live. You do this shit live. They still do it to animals in some research. It's fucking foul.
That's crazy. Weapon testing.
Well, your shampoo doesn't make your eyes swell up because they do that sort of shit. That's the level of shit they're trying to figure out. Will this product fuck a human up if they put it on their head, or it gets in their eyes, or they eat it, or whatever the fuck. So
the world is a really good, nasty place.
The Imperial Japanese Army was interested in the symptoms and treatments of syphilis. Male prisoners infected with syphilis were ordered to rape female and male prisoners to monitor the onset of the disease.
does this mean we can be rude about
That's
Japanese
fucked.
people?
No, I'm pretty sure. Like,
I'm just being a shithead, but
I mean, look, at the end of the day, the Japanese people that are alive now didn't do that shit.
I know. I'm being a dickhead, bro.
I
we
know,
turned up
and-
late enough. I'm not going to make Brad have to beep more of this than
He
necessary.
already has to beep the word rape now 7 fucking times. Oh, I thought you had to fucking...
I've never been called out for it. Called out for it.
I don't get why we can't use words from the dictionary
Maybe
now.
it's just the
pathetic.
YouTubers I watch doing that. Maybe they're not right. It's
Maybe
like,
they're
well,
just pussies.
Have you ever been watching a YouTuber and then caught on to them going, yeah, YouTube heavily suppresses this channel, guys. So if you could... It's like, they're not suppressing shit. Like, you're giving these fucking retards way too much credit.
Grape,
Like,
PDF, aisle, fuck up.
Yeah.
You're an adult. Just say the thing or talk about something else.
Yeah, and like, I don't think they're after those
Corn.
words. Like, because most of YouTube's monitoring is automated.
You been on Cornhub lately, Brad?
Yeah.
Corn?
Known pizza enthusiast, Brian Tamaki. It's not defamation if it's true. Fuck you, Bishop, you faggot. You closet. No one with hair that shiny is fucking straight. Hey,
I think
like a
that's
brown Trump.
oil.
With that much power and access to every strata of people, you're trying things out, Brian.
Yeah,
You're trying things out.
yeah. Well, if you have a garage full of fucking lube, baby oil, I would not be surprised. Like, it would track that you'd be having ditty parties. Your wife's face looks like she's been glazed by the cum of 1,000 saints. Fuck you. You got. I don't care. Brian Tamaki is an absolute parasite who needs to be opposed at every turn. Leave that in, Brad. I'd do it.
Yeah,
We'll
Maybe we should make a Brian
fight the
Tamaki-
Destiny fools.
Maybe we should make a Brian Tamaki t-shirt as our first merch.
Yeah, Brian. I don't,
An ironically positive Brian Tamaki t-shirt.
No, well, why shouldn't we make money off him? Huh? He makes money off retard all the time. Why can't we make money off his retard? I said, now I'm doing it. I'm self-censoring. Just say retard. I'm an adult. Just a picture of him, but like a picture of him being like doing something gay, like. We'll say, you know what I mean?
Just have his wife like stamping on him with like Doc Martens and it says retread.
Or a picture of him with his ass out and just like turn the other cheek.
I like that one.
Yeah, in fact, the problem with being Christians is it's real easy to make fun of you, who've been doing it for thousands of years, because people are fucking crazy. And I'm not talking about regular, normal Christians that don't go around ramming their beliefs down everyone else's throat and demanding money from everyone.
Well, if you're a regular normal Christian, you're just someone who hasn't had the courage to drop those ideas yet.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
You're just not observing the world with a functioning prefrontal cortex. If you observe the things happening in the world and think this is the plan of a benevolent fucking being, you don't know what benevolent means. Because this motherfucker is at best, to quote the film Constantine, a kid with an ant farm. With no plan at all.
How good was that Constantine movie?
I
so
want them to
good.
make a second one.
Yeah, did you watch the series?
I thought they were going to make a second one.
I think the
I watched
series
some of
looks
it.
good,
It was
but knowing the early comics quite well, I just can't accept Keanu Reeves. I think that movie's pretty good, but he is just, this isn't any ditch on Keanu Reeves. He's just, everything about him visually is the polar. Constantine is literally based on Sting. That's who he's meant to look
Yeah.
like.
And the guy who does the series,
He looks, I've not watched that, but he looked like a good fit. And I was bummed because I was going to watch it, but I think it got cancelled
it
early.
it did.
They had agendas.
But fun
Swamp
thing,
Thing got cancelled right out the gate.
the guy who was playing the live action is the voice actor for cartoon as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, fun
They
fact.
did a gender swap version of
That's so good.
Constantine and the Sandman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, chick.
It's just they
Shoot
won't.
him, selfish bitch, too.
The problem is they could do him for a movie, but that's the problem is that Constantine is happening, but there's no way to do it. You wouldn't be able to market it if you didn't have Keanu Reeves. That's most of the time. A lot of the time,
It reminds
movies
me.
technically could be better cast, but a huge part of it is, are people going to come and see this if no one knows who the fucking people are? No one go. So
That reminded me in the gender swap version, they said her name in this really cunty way, which didn't help. Constantine.
oh no.
Yeah, it was so fucking cringe. Actually, when I watched that, I was very taken by that whole thing. I thought it was really cool. But after the more distance there is between me and watching the Sandman, the more I realize the Sandman was gay as AIDS. Like, it was really fucking gay, man.
The whole fan base for that has always been very like
And
female girl power.
Look at the guy who fucking wrote it. He was into all sorts of dirty things, wasn't he? Neil Gaiman, with ironic name.
The chick who's suing him and his ex-wife now, they've been going through divorce proceedings for 5 years, but the chick suing them is Kiwi, for the one suing them for the most money and everything.
Oh, yeah?
It's a Kiwi chick who was living homeless on the beach, and his wife fucking procured her and handed her over to Neil Gaiman
I tell you what,
to be
if she
their
wins
nanny.
that lawsuit, Joseph, you need to get back on Tinder.
Why? What's that got to do with...
Because if you can get with her, she's got heaps of money.
I don't think she's probably going to be with anyone if she gets $7 million or whatever she's suing someone for.
You don't know if you don't try. Right, you two.
I don't like your at any cost attitude to hooking up with people.
Yeah. Listen,
here's a little pill.
It's not at any cost, it's at any price.
Jesus.
Well, you learned that the hard way.
Someone has to be the pimp here, and I'm definitely not one of the hoes. Okay. I'll wear my money, bitch.
But we're still on this horrendous website.
Yeah.
Ironically, at the rape and forces pregnancy portion of the article.
Fucking Brad's just trying to fucking bookmark that shit for later.
Yeah. Maybe.
That grainy ass rotten.com central.
Rotten.com
equivalent.
was so much fucking man.
That got proxy banned at school so fucking quickly.
I only went on once just so I could see it. Just to see, because it had been a thing for so long. By the time I looked at it, his days was pretty numbered anyway. But it was like, I'll have a look once, and I purposefully stopped looking. I was like, oh yeah, that's bad, but it's not. That's bad. It's like, okay, if I've gotten this far and nothing's upset me yet, I'll probably will just stop looking at this, because I know if I just sit here looking at every link, something's gonna fucking get to me.
I have very clear memories of everything I saw on that website, because it's the first time in my life I remember seeing dead bodies.
Yeah, and a dude getting his skull crushed in with a hammer.
What I saw was
guy who'd been hit by a helicopter rotor blades.
Yeah.
What I saw was not
sucked into a fucking jet engine.
Yeah, that's right.
What I saw was not like recognizable remains or anything, but the story was there was some poor guy in New York or wherever, and he didn't have power, or he's trying to save money, and he installed a hot plate under his bath to heat the bath, and then he passed out or whatever in the bath overheated, he died, and it literally boiled him like a soup. And when the cops eventually came in to see what was up, and they found the body and they pulled it up, it was so cooked that everything they picked up just slid off the bones. And so all I saw was just a photo. It was literally just a photo of a bathtub full of brown soup.
Yeah.
So
that's fucked.
I was like reading that and knowing what that was. I was like, that's fucked. I probably don't want to see anything
weird
where
that
I
I
actually
can taste the
recognize what I'm looking.
Yeah.
Is it weird that I can taste the soup now?
Probably like minestrone. I'm thinking.
Probably similar to what your mum.
I hate minestrone.
Well, you hate all soup.
Oh, I despise soup.
It's probably what it's
Soup
similar
is not food. Soup is not food.
Yeah, but
It's a
that's
heavily
you
flavoured
had...
beverage. I'll hear nothing about it being served. Would you like to start with the soup? No, I want to start with food. Fuck you. Fucking soup.
You had the worst possible intro to soup, where actually what you were eating was more bodily fluids mixed with soup than just soup.
You're referring to the story I told you about where I was forced by my birth mother to eat.
I learned that through this podcast.
She made me eat the soup, and then I spewed the soup back in the cup, and she made me eat the spew. And I have had a lifelong hatred for soup ever since.
Well, I learned that on this podcast.
I can't see why the two things would be connected.
I got upset because you never told me that firsthand. I learned that on the podcast. I was like, damn, it's worse than I thought. Fuck, bro.
Yeah, it is fucked up, hey?
I know.
That's not like,
I'm
good.
No.
I've got more fucked up stuff, I think.
Go over to Patreon.
Yeah, go to Patreon. You have to pay for all that trauma.
Fuck it, eh?
Fuck, you want a trauma bond with me, you're going to pay. Like I said, it's about the price. And I am available for hire for almost any job. at the correct price. If I get people trying to offer me $1 million to fuck me in the bum, I'm gonna be really. I'll say no, but I'm gonna be the hardest no I've ever fucking said.
Out of us three,
Because I think for $1 million I could live with whatever the fuck that does to me, as long as that wasn't AIDS.
Right.
But then again, if you've got enough money, you can live forever with AIDS. Magic Johnson's still here.
Yeah.
Hello, video. What's this?
Bull gets loose at the rodeo.
Finally, they're fighting back. They've taken this ship for far too long. Are they just singing at the damn thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they ain't singing now. Yeah, you just stand there and die then. Yep.
Bulls on parade.
Oh, yeah, no, like, that's death. That thing stood on that cunt's head. Oh, get launched.
If he's coming at you, you're not getting out of the way. Look at that.
Why people are just standing there? They probably don't know what to do.
They're probably on their phones.
Imagine
That
that.
one guy was. There's a dude standing by the bin. There's a dude standing by the bin on his phone.
How confused would you be for like
I can't skip
2
forward
seconds
buttons.
before you hit the fucking ground and everything goes black?
Yeah.
I mean, this shit is really quite cruel to bulls and that. And I don't mean to fucking throw shade at the rodeo community because they are militantly fucking defensive of their sport. But, you know, to me, sport is where two opponents of equal skill compete in a level playing field, not some animals get fucking tortured.
They sometimes.
And for the bulls, they're probably, I can't imagine the bulls are having a terrible time when they're throwing those cunts off and running them over, but a lot of them do die from it.
Yeah.
You know, they break a leg, that's it, they're fucked. The barrel racing horse is more or less the same, even though they're quite nuggety horses and generally very well put together. Now, I'm not saying the animals aren't cared for, it's just, doesn't it feel a bit like the Colosseum? Like, haven't we evolved past using animals for that sort of pleasure?
Well, we just banned greyhound racing, eh?
Yeah. And, I mean, good. That shit only existed for old people to waste their money on late at night.
Those dogs look sick too.
Yeah, they're not
But they're
fucking...
bred
They're
like
not...
that.
You can't have an animal that's racing and have it look like it's healthy, because it's not healthy. Racing them isn't their natural form. They're hunting dogs.
Oh, okay.
They're meant for hunting rabbits.
Oh.
They're meant for hunting things that are fast.
Oh, right, I see.
Yeah.
But most people,
They weren't bred to run around in circles chasing a fucking white fluffy thing.
people want to do these sports too because they're investing some personal image into it. Like rodeo once upon a time, if you're actually like a fucking cowboy on a home, your entire world was a part of that. But these days, even if you're a farmer and you're doing that, it's kind of an image of, it's kind of a do you know what I mean? It's kind of like a layer that you're adding on top that is not as organic as it once was. Like, I'm the cowboy who does the rodeo. It's like you're still having to dress that up in a way that once upon a time it wasn't this transitional activity from your daily life. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it just,
Like when farmers rode horses.
yeah. So it's like, I think that also a big part of the reason these things endure is because people have these images that they can make of themselves that they enjoy.
It's so funny.
And it looks like a good time.
I'm not saying it's wrong, but clearly there's consequences.
It's terrible, like, but also, you know when you see someone get fucked up like that? The way that they fly in the air is comical in this way I can't explain. The way they just spin around and like, nah! Like, that to me is really, really deeply funny.
Yeah.
And I feel awful that that's the case. I can't control it. It's like once my friend, when I was like 8, this is the most random memory I'm having.
Yeah.
He was running alongside of the pool in the house where I grew up, the in-ground pool, and his one foot slipped off. The sound he made when he hit the concrete went in the water was so funny. And I laughed so hard and he left because he was mad at me for laughing at him. But I couldn't stop laughing to explain to him. The way you fell, it was so sudden and unexpected.
Alright, I got a nice little video here.
Oh my God.
Was it something like this?
And I feel awful that I find that funny, because if that should happen to me, I wouldn't find it very funny at all. But
This is a pretty good little.
8 miles per hour, come on, baby! Oh, shit!
Hey, you're alive.
Hey Siri, call 911.
Hey Siri, call 911. How the fuck is that faster than keypad 911 call?
I have no idea.
What was he doing?
It was like a Wilhelm scream or something.
It was on one of those fucking motorized carts, so it's got like a parachute and a
Paraglider.
paragliding. Yeah.
From paraglider to paraplegic.
Yeah.
Oh, microlight. Is that what it is?
No, they're those gliders, aren't they?
They're microlights. They're like the little ones. They used to fly around over Hamilton all the time.
Yeah,
like
you
4
see,
or 5 of them.
There's a place out, I think Collins Road or something, when you start to get out of town
Yeah,
and they
that's
make
where
them
used.
there.
That's where my kid used to do the Air Force cadets out there. Yeah, microlight. Yeah, I couldn't fly in a microlight. Too dynamic. I'm not aerodynamically efficient enough to fly in them. Which is just a fancy way of saying I'm too fat for the fucking engine.
Yeah, so he was on one like that.
But I prefer to fly in planes that I know are going to incinerate me if they crash. Not planes that are going to horribly maim me so I have to lie there and survive.
82 plane crashes in the US since January.
I
or
know, that's a
something
bit
I heard.
off. That's a bit much. It's a bit more than I'd like to fucking hear about.
Yeah. They were warning about this in 2000, weren't they? Like end of 99?
Yeah.
Like Y2K?
It's
Well,
probably
a bit
just
late.
because it's probably
Oh,
just from decades of deregulating everything.
Yeah, I think it's just because the standard of the engineering's dropped a little bit.
Yeah.
Too many DEI hires. We need more black women in aviation. Why? Why couldn't they just be going in it in the first place if they're really good at it?
Yeah.
Like,
Higher on
there was no
merit.
barrier to entry before. Why the fuck do you need more of them now? I want competent people working on my aircraft. Thank you very much.
Fucking A.
I don't want corner cut. I don't want someone like me responsible for maintaining a plane, because I'm the sort of kind of go, what's 3 missing screws from that? It's not going to affect anything at all. Wing shears off during takeoff. You know, like, I cut corners. I'm a lazy cunt. I don't want that responsibility.
All the DEI stuff is such a recent straw. Like, they've been going on a bit, but I feel like that's being used to straw man a lot of shit. When you look, like, every time there's conservative governments in any country, the first thing they do is deregulate shit.
And give big tax breaks that they then fucking destroy the public service to fucking fund.
Yeah,
I feel like America's just really going to start going downhill now for stuff that's been going on since the fucking 70s, probably, and saying, oh, this happened because this happened, this happened because it's like, what are the real reasons? Like, where have the cuts been made for decades where shit just starts to break down? Like Flint, Michigan, the pipes were fucking ancient. They were like from the 40s or something. It was just you never updated your infrastructure. And now, it was like when I was saying that time we were driving home, fuck, if there's ever a real disastrous flooding at a level that New Zealand hasn't experienced before, none of the drainage around Morrinsville and all that we were seeing, you know?
Yeah.
Like a lot of councils and governments, even here, they're not actually on top of their infrastructure. And then when the infrastructure breaks down, you just try and look at whatever's going on recently in politics and say, oh, it was because of that, it was because of that, it's because of that. It's like all the decades we didn't do anything. Like that probably.
It kind of times right. Like, what's the training courses? 4 years? How long are they pushing DEI? 4 years? Now they're out in their jobs.
Probably. It's probably.
Oh no!
Like they just
It's probably
all coming
somewhere
out
in the
for
mix
work.
there, but it just at the level that, like, I was watching something about this on YouTube the other night, like Trump literally saying, "Oh, all our money is going to transitioners and da da." It's like, oh,
Is it?
what the
No,
fuck?
all
What
of
the
it.
fuck
I
are
mean,
you?
so a fair
Yeah.
chunk of it's going to fucking blowing up Russians in Ukraine, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, like-
a fair chunk of it's going to arming fucking small country insurgencies in
no,
Africa, isn't it?
Well, it's
Like,
it's
the thing is, like,
military.
all that fucking USAID shit is a fucking smokescreen. How no one... Do you want to fucking listen to someone that can teach you about American politics? Don't listen to fucking Gareth. Listen to the guy named Dave Smith,
We're not
a comedian
teaching
from
people.
America who's also extremely knowledgeable in the ways and very fucking straight to the point about what
Dude
the
from
truth of things.
Legion-
Legion of
Skanks?
Skanks.
Yes.
Yeah. I just watched the recent episode.
He
It's
is.
fucking great.
I
Louis
find him.
Gomez got a gun up the butt.
I find him very fucking engrossing to listen to when he's talking about this
Yeah.
shit, and you can tell you're getting it from a fucking place of from honest fucking like knowledge, not just this is my opinion.
Oh, that's what we do though.
Anything the Americans do, and that publicly is a smokescreen.
Yeah.
That's absolutely designed to make you not think about something else fucked up that they're doing. And you know what? That's the nature of the world. All countries doing a fucked up thing. Argentina just did a crypto scam.
Did they?
Yes. Whole countries are now doing crypto scams. Who are these people who have such money that they keep buying these fucking things? Stop giving your money to crypto. Just give it to me. At least I'm being honest about how I'm going to waste it. Or are you going to give it to some fuckwit from fucking Belize? Jesus Christ.
Why did people want anything with Argentina on it?
Why? It's a terrible country in a terrible part of the world. It's a joke. It lost a war in its own backyard to England, for fuck's sake. England. Do you know what the supply logistic problem is there? They trounced them with one aircraft carrier group. They beat a whole country.
Don't cry
Because
for yourself,
the
Argentina.
the Argentinians are terrible at war. They're really good at political persecution, but fucking awful at actual wars.
And soccer.
Oh, speaking of Legion of
Yeah,
Skanks,
they're okay at soccer, but they normally lose to Brazil, so fuck them.
I did watch most of that special last night that you put in the chat.
Oh, yeah.
The big Jay Oakerson. I
Yeah.
started to get to a point I was tired, and so I stopped following it as much,
Yeah.
just because it was all crowd work. But
I was
it was
going
good.
to, but then I saw that it was 58 minutes long and went, fuck that.
I sort of,
It's really good.
I lost interest after a while, but in terms
Yeah,
of just crowd work skill, it
Yeah, there's
doesn't get any quicker than that.
There's a couple flat spots in it. Even I was like, I'll check my phone, listen to this. But yeah, you fucking...
So there's a part
so
two.
good.
Anything
Come
crowd
on.
work's going to have flat spots unless the person's so fucking good at it that there never is one. But even like Joe Damon, whose praises I'll sing to the end of the earth, his clips on, you could tell. These big jump cuts where he's stuff isn't working.
Yeah.
But he edits it together to make it look like he's just bang, 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 bang. It was like, anyone that's seen him live knows it's not quite that good. It is still good. It's amazing that he can do it. But
A lot of Big J's stuff in the special. So this is, by the way, just for the listeners, this is part one of a two-part special Big Jay Oakerson's done, them/they.
Yeah.
So, like, a lot of the crowd work is pretty... There's long stretches where there's no cut for it. Like, he must be one of the best for crowd working, just
Jay.
based on... Yeah.
I always liked his comedy. I
Well, he was
I liked
Patrice-
him on Legion of Skanks too. He's very good, just talker.
He was Patrice O'Neill's protege.
Do you remember when I did that joke where I bought those $1 fucking fingerless gloves from fucking the warehouse? I was doing that joke and I was like, I'm a financial guru.
Yeah.
Because I bought these gloves for $1 and ever since people just keep coming up and giving me money going, I hope that helps. and then I stopped doing it because someone in Auckland said, trying to copy Big Jay Oakerson. I was like, oh, fuck.
Oh, I remember you
Because
saying...
I knew he wore gloves, but I was just doing it for that bit. And
you
I was so fucking easily influenced back then that I just went, oh, fuck, no, I'm me. I'm not like...
Didn't you just go, no, I'm fucking Dice Clay?
I should have been like, yeah. I should have just been like, nah, I'm funny. You should try it
Yeah.
sometime. Faggot. And that all of those things would have been true.
Yeah.
Fucking
It's a
purple-headed
good thing that Big Jay
homos.
Oakerson has become famous and his look is a part of that. Because, now look, I've had some disastrous looks. I've started to work to turn a corner, but Dan's seen me in some bizarre haircuts and get-ups.
You used to look like a fucking lead singer of Silverchair when he was a teenager, but only if he was really stretched out.
I look like
when I first met
if
you.
Slender Man was trying to infiltrate Nickelback.
Yeah.
But Big
Now
Jay
you just look
Oakerson,
like David Bain on his hero arc.
Big Jay Oakerson, objectively, there's no real excuse for the look he rocks at this age. But because he's gotten somewhere with what he does, it's all good. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's his look, but like if you were just failing and you...
I always wanted to fucking do fancy dyes to my hair, but that's really gone out of fashion now.
Yeah.
well,
now,
you'll get
now
that
you just,
skunk stripe too if your grey that's coming in starts.
Silver fox.
Bit of salt and pepper,
What? What does that mean?
black and grey.
Oh, okay. So I thought you were talking about the mid-90s.
I still feel skunk stripe is applicable in your...
hip-hop, R&B and soul singers, Salt and Pepper, which I did not enjoy.
Yeah, no, I'm more of a material guy than a crowd work guy, but if you're into crowd work, it's about as good as it gets.
Yeah. Dog
You're a
Belly.
material boy in a material world. Sorry.
Dog Belly was really good as well. Like, it was a proper special.
I think
Yeah,
I
I
watched
see
some of
fucking
that one.
Schultz's thing down there with Matt Damon. And I was like, man, that
Did you
special
watch it?
must be shit.
Did you watch the trailer though? It's good.
Yeah, no, it seemed cringe to me.
Yeah, we're gonna
As
watch
soon as
it.
I watched the first 10 seconds of it, and I was like, ugh.
Yeah,
And then I thought, it must be really shit if he's using a Hollywood celebrity to try and signal boost it.
Oh, that little Indian guy is a natural fucking irritant.
but his stand-up's pretty fucking funny.
I prefer him on Brilliant Idiots with him and Charlemagne the God.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
much better because it's just him and one other person. There's other people in the room, but they're not grabbing him and kissing his ass. And I think the guy with the laptop with the long hair, Mark, is a very talented comedian.
Yeah, I've seen
but
some of his.
the other two are fucking. They add nothing. Akash, go away. Okay, you're like, I put my special on YouTube. Yeah, it's
I put my special on YouTube.
It's 20 minutes long. It's not a special, you motherfucker.
You did a 20-minute.
Yeah, but I called it a mini special.
Is that still up?
Because it's a mini special.
Is that still up?
Yes.
You should shout it out. People go watch.
Why
Or not?
I don't. It's not. I don't think it's very good. What is it? It's. I don't know what.
I've got 17-minute.
Do the thingy on the thingy. Dan Sage comedian. That's the name of the channel.
I've cobbled together a little 17-minute thing. I just need to make a channel and put it up. But once
Put it up on mine if you want.
All right, you're going then. I'll
I don't know how to upload it.
Put it up on here.
Yeah, you can put it up on here.
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't actually remember how I uploaded this, but I do remember it took me the better part of half a day.
I'll get my mate to help me put because it's just audio, but I'll get my mate to help me just edit it as one video, and then I'll just send it through.
It's called Uncircumcised, and I spelt it that way for a joke.
Yeah.
It's not like the penis cutting, it's like bad circumstantially sized man. Anyway, Dan Sage comedian, you can go have a look. It's had like 300 views, I think.
Mine's called Frankenset, but it had. What annoys me is it doesn't have.
Oh, you watched it, eh?
I've watched it back when you put it up.
Yeah, yeah, I assume both of you have, but I sort of forgot that Brad had too.
This was still back when Palmy was looking like it could be an outpost.
Yeah, before what invariably happens always happens. Money gets involved and people change. They lose their morals and they start acting like fuckwits because it goes from being about being funny to being getting paid. And every comedian's dream is to be able to live off their fucking comedy. But to actually do that requires a level of suffering that 99% of all comedians will never fucking just couldn't face. Takes a huge commitment too. I was gonna say it wasn't on Netflix.
Oh, is this a new one coming up?
No, it's out. This is 2022.
I really
maybe
I
there
really
is a
must
new
watch
one.
him. Everyone thinks he's so funny. I've never really
Fucking
watched
hilarious.
him.
I love him.
The new.
What the fuck was that? I love him.
Yeah,
No, he's the.
He is Lord.
He put a new one out like a month ago or something, and there's parts and I was like, this fucking
I've started
Joseph.
to get-
Fuck no! I've
This
got to
is
watch
Joseph.
this. My favorite Sam Morril joke is he says I was on a dating app. The chick I'm looking at says no misogyny, no homophobia. So I immediately wrote back, hey, I need you to suck my dick. I have to prove I'm not gay.
That was the one I was watching.
Yeah. That one's good.
I've
Unless he'd done it
started
on
to get
another
my
special.
love for it back, so I will start watching these things.
The problem is there's just so many on YouTube now. I watch a lot of just okay specials.
Oh, look, 233 views. That's not bad. I thought it had closer to 300, but who cares?
Well, hopefully it gets a few more now if we're
Matt.
getting...
Matt,
Gareth.
Gareth, my friends, they like my things.
There's only two. Crystal Weaver.
I don't know who that is.
You foong well, bro.
Fong.
What's a fong?
Fong well.
You're foong?
Fong well.
Is that an Asian thing?
Fong well, like a somebody want to go fuck yourself.
Foong well.
Well, you know. Yeah.
Oh, that is my
Crystal
son.
Weaver want to come touch my wiener, but I say no. I say fuck you, fuck all them hoes, fuck all them.
Oh, that is my son, Foong well.
What is that one? What is that supposed to be?
Chinese.
Asian.
Generic Asian.
Korean.
Off the rack Asian.
Not op shop Asian?
No, be quiet. They could hear you now.
Oh, yeah.
They're hanging around.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the
just-
Chinese warships in the Tasman Sea.
The little thing I put together
Hey,
is...
does that sound like something breaking the sound barrier heading straight to this house?
Yeah. It's alright. Winnie Pete's on his way over there to talk some fucking deals. So.
Oh
Winnie the
yeah,
Pooh
I'm
versus
sure
Winnie
they're
the
gonna
Pooh.
fucking respond. What's he gonna do? Now listen to me, chink.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. No, you just listen to me. This is what I say to you.
He's more
what I say to
Māori.
you is, go fuck yourself, you little fucking Asians. We're Kiwis. We'll beat you up. Our dad will beat up your dad.
Kiwi politicians are just like any Kiwi in general. The minute they leave New Zealand, they will have no gravitas.
No leverage, no power, nothing.
You're just shit tier again.
Because now you know how Fiji and all them feel like next to us in Australia.
The only reason
Like nothing.
The only reason people have an interest in a Kiwi outside of their own country is because you're some fascinating weirdo from Podunk, from that little fucking resort that everyone with actual options runs away and hides from when they get in some sort of trouble. New Zealand is just a sand pit for the wealthy, and the rest of us just either work in it or shit in it. Let's not make any mistake about what New Zealand is as a nation. We're fucking nothing.
Like the other day when Paddy Gower had his fucking most popular thing on his YouTube channel, because all these ex-newscasters are doing YouTube channels now. His one's called The Fucking News.
Of course it is.
Of course it is, because it's the only moment in life where it's actually funny. No, Paddy's alright. He's alright. He liked a joke I made on one of his posts once.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that made me famous. It did not. I didn't know what the rules were back then, you see. What was I going to say? I forget.
Kevin Smith liked one of my tweets years ago.
Oh, yeah?
That was cool.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
Kevin Smith likes a lot of things, not least of all the larger portion of his filmography.
He
I
had
do
a
as well.
20-minute interview with James Cameron, soon to be New Zealand citizen James Cameron. Then James Cameron was talking about, hi, I've got so many people employed here at Miramar and got all these fucking things. And I'm sitting there going, didn't you and Peter Jackson make everyone fucking unemployed, you shitbag? Like, didn't you...
And
Aren't you the ones that were like, yeah, well, the subsidies are gone, I guess you're going to have to pull production or they're never coming back?
And don't forget who ran Miramax.
Oh.
Harvey
Harvey
Weinstein.
Norman.
Harvey.
Go, Harvey, go.
Harvey go to jail.
Well, he's... Yeah.
Have you been touching the girls again, Harvey?
Well, I mean, I think I've said it before, but at least they got careers out of being raped. Most people get raped, get nothing. But trauma. And never-ending fucking fear. They got a career. I mean, I'm just saying, like, on the scale of human rape,
Yeah, okay, hold on.
it's not the worst one that was ever done. It's like Michael Jackson. On the scale of pedophiles, that's pretty good. That's pretty lucky to be sexually molested by Michael Jackson.
Of all the
Because it pays much better than your uncle at fucking Christmas.
of all the grape on the vine,
Yeah.
I've always...
that one's a raisin.
Pardon me, do you have any Grey Poupon?
Alright, let's enjoy some fat cats.
Oh, I love fat cats. They're the best cats. Oh, it's over. Oh, no, he can't defend himself.
No.
Oh, no. Oh,
Oh, you're fatty.
oh, fucking hell. Oh, oh, that's hilarious. Oh, no.
Whoop.
Oh. He's mad at the gate. Oh, you can do it.
Fucking Garfield.
I don't know how you get a cat that big, eh?
Lasagna.
I've been trying for years, but all my cats stay relatively thin. I always wanted a big fucking heckin' chonker. Oh. Oh. Oh, the struggle is real.
Oh my god, she's so fat.
Don't say that to my cat. She's not fat. Her primordial pouch hangs low.
She's fat.
No.
You know those short-legged ones too? That's a weird breed, isn't it?
Those little teacup fucking cats. Alright, let's wrap this up.
Fucking hell, I think we've had a great episode today.
It's good.
It's been good.
We're
It's
a little
too hot. Wait till the temperature's more reasonable and we can actually all have fun instead of just wildly suffering through this.
Last episodes or two, you were getting so tired you were falling back from the
Because
mic and
the
having
fucking
to.
heat. No,
Yeah.
it's squat. My blood is too thick for this climate. It's definitely got nothing to do with the fact that I'm fat.
Yeah.
But we're in a garage. I mean, it's a studio. It's a studio. Fuck, put the gun down, Brad.
It's a
Jesus.
garage.
It's a studio. Used to be a garage, so it doesn't vent heat very well, and it's not that great at being thing. But it's nice in the winter.
It's a workshop. We're crafting memories.
Yes. Yes, we're crafting
Misguidedly.
Yeah, well, yeah. But at least we're not going to try and gender transition your kids. Because fuck your kids. Fuck my kids. Fuck everyone's kids. No lives matter. Cthulhu forever.
All right.
Fuck. Well, you got about 1,500 shorts today, Brad. I hope you're happy.
Yeah, I am.
So until next time, take care of yourselves out there. Do all the buttons. Push all the things. Give us internet money so we can escape the fucking Hawaii dole we're fucking stuck on. And yeah, we're getting to work on some fucking extra stuff for the Patreon channel that will be exclusive. But as me and Brad have discovered, having an idea and turning it into reality tends to take us about 6 months. So we'll get there. But in the meantime, give me money, please. We love you. See you next time. I love you, Joseph.
I love you, Dan.
No homo.
Love you. Love you guys.
Love you, Brad.
Love you, Brad.
Love you, Dan and Joseph.
Bye.
Podcast.